Question, shall we? I got this one from Jim. Jim asked, what is the status on the Abraham Lincoln and Teddy Roosevelt statues? When does the city plan on returning them? So quick little background here, just in case you forgot. Protesters tore down the Lincoln and Roosevelt statues in the park blocks last October during a demonstration on Columbus Day called Indigenous Peoples Day of Rage. A statue of George Washington at Northeast 57th and Sandy was also torn down during the George Floyd protests in June of 2020. So last week, the Regional Arts and Culture Council, they met to talk about these statues and some of the other ones that were toppled during last year's protests. And they recommended that the presidential statues should not be returned to their original locations, but they still want to keep them in the city's collection of art. So we'll see what the city eventually decides to do with that recommendation. I should note that the Portland City Council has said it wants some new art for the park blocks that represent more diverse cultural identities. And the George Washington statue apparently can't be returned to its original location because that original location is private property and the owners apparently don't want it anymore. Someone who does want it is this person, the mayor of Sandy, Stan Pulliam, who happens to be running for governor, I might add. In July, he announced that he wanted to put the statues of the presidents in Sandy, calling them symbols of virtue and American exceptionalism. But according to Willamette Week, Portland responded by basically saying, get in line. Apparently, several other groups have asked for the statues too, including the Freemasons. So we'll keep you updated on what happens with the statues and where they, I guess, eventually end up.